Okay, so I'm going to show you today how to contour your face with your self-tanner and using two different kinds of self-tanners. So right now I just have a clean face. Like, I didn't really wash it. All of my skincare routine that I did the night before is still on my face. I just rinsed it with some water. And that's it. So one half of my face, I'm going to show you how I contour with like a tanning mousse. And then on the other half, I'm going to show you how I use the face mist. So all I'm using is just like a tanning mitt. And then this is my tanning blending brush. But any type of like more dense kabuki brush or makeup brush, as long as it's clean, will be fab. Okay, so all I'm going to do, you always want to make sure that you're like mixing your solution and stuff. I just like to do a couple little pumps just like this. I am not going to use all of this, but the benefit of putting it on the mitt versus on your brush is you have more control on how much product you're actually picking up. So I'm just kind of like working the product into the brush. And the mitt does absorb a lot of it. That's why it helps kind of like dilute down. It makes it harder to mess up, basically. Okay, so now what I'm going to do you see this shadow right here? This is my natural contour on my face. So what I like to do is I like to go just a little bit above it, not really right on that line, but I want to bring it up a little bit because that's going to give my face this lifted look instead of being down. And then I don't go past the corner of my eye. So I kind of do this shape. Okay? So I like to start over here by my ear and I just kind of dab. And you can see the product is going on, and I like to build. So I'm just kind of blending that a little bit. Just like that. And when I feel it on my face, it feels like very, very light. Like I don't feel a lot of product, and that's essentially what you want. So you see that? This is where my natural contour was. If I were to put that right there, I would now have all of this contour down here as well. I have a very round little face, so I want all the sculpting and lift that I can get. So that's why I tend to go a little bit above. And I do this a lot with all of my other clients as well, as I find that I tend to lift their face more than I hardly ever drag it down. So that is why we do that. Now, if you're ever putting this on and you're like, crap, I got too much here, just get a wet rag and you can like wipe it off and start over. Okay, so now with those same pumps that are on there, I'm just gonna work in a little bit more. And I'm gonna go down my jawline. And I don't want there to just be like a straight line. I like to kind of blend it down. Just like that, super easy. Then I'm gonna take it. Now I have a little forehead. Depending on what kind of forehead you have, you're gonna wanna do more shading if you have a bigger forehead. If you have a littler one, you're gonna wanna just go more into like the hairline and just kind of like outline your face. So I am just gonna kind of push that into my hairline. Now if you are a platinum blonde, this will tan your hair. I never had this issue, so one trick that you can do is you can put just hair conditioner right here on your roots, and that will help so the tanner doesn't get into your freshly toned hair. So notice I'm not bringing it like clear down here, I'm just keeping it like on the outside of my face. Okay, so this looks pretty natural, right? Like I could probably go out and run errands. Now, the product that I'm using is a Rapid. That means it has a high level of tanning agent in it. So it's very concentrated. So if I were to leave it light like this, it would be fine to rinse tonight, or I could put my makeup over it. But if I wanted to rinse it off, let's say I'm gonna tan the rest of my body and I wanna rinse it off in like 3 hours, I'm gonna wanna go in and do another layer. So I'll show you the difference of what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna do another pump. This is now set and dried. And I'm just gonna tap more product on top so it looks more drama. That's how you know that you've got enough. When you're like questioning if you could go out and run errands, that's when you know. Okay, I'm just blending down my neck a little bit. Now, I have seen some ladies that will contour down their nose. They'll do like their crease in their eye. I do not do this because this area of your face is drier and it's going to soak up product more, and it's just more likely that you could mess it up. If you want to try it, by all means, you can try it, but I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it. Okay? And you can tell that this is going a little bit pink. That is normal. This is a violet base solution. It has the violet in there to help counteract as it's developing, going colors that we don't want. So it's just part of its like developmental process. You just trust the process and it rinses off and it's like so good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I contour with the face mist, okay? I kind of do it very similar. I'm still going to use this brush, but I'm going to actually spray it right onto the brush itself. Now, the face mist is not a rapid. It's an 8-hour solution, and so it needs a lot longer on my face to develop. So this is something that I would put on and then sleep in overnight and then rinse off in the morning. And you can tell the bronzers in it are different. This has more of a violet. This has more of just like a deep brown. So here's that natural contour. Also, if you're having a hard time finding that on your own face, you can go like this. Sometimes that helps people. It's never helped me, but it might for yourself. And then I'm going to go down. I'm just going to take a little bit more. And I kind of pinch my brush because this is the brush that I use for all my tanning, like my hands, my feet, my face. And so it's just an all-purpose brush for me. So I just pinch it, and then I'm going to go down that jawline. Again, I don't just want to stop here because then I'm just going to have a crazy line. You want to blend that down your neck. And I would recommend you go like all the way down as well. And then I'm going to go in and do another layer. I don't know if you can see that. My lighting isn't the best. So I'm just going to go, now that it's dried, and this smells like coconut, and I'm here for it. Here for it. So notice, just kind of like building that color. And then if you get too much and you're like, crap, it's very forgiving. You can just wipe it off, especially with this one, because it's not a rapid. So it's not even, it hasn't even had time to do its thing yet. So you can rinse it off. Now, you can leave it like this, go about your day, or you can put your makeup on top of it. I will be putting my makeup over top of it. So, anyways, this is the difference. So this side has the mousse. It has a violet tone to it, so it looks like I'm a little bit sunburned. That's just while it's developing. And then this side is the face mist. Now, if you wanted to, you could also go a step further and just take the mist and go ahead and spray over your whole face, blend it out, and you're good to go. That's what I do in the summertime. I don't even wear makeup in the summertime, but I have some new makeup and it's really fun. So I'm going to put it over top so you can see the difference. But yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. So I hope you try it. It's super fun, and you'll have to let me know how it turns out. All right, bye.